Sonic.
Aloha everybody and welcome to part 36 of Sonic Unleashed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Dark Gaia has been risen once again. He is looking to destroy the world one more time, and it's up to us to stop him. Chip has united all of the temples from across the world to form one giant Megazord, and now we get to play as it. We are not playing as Sonic for this part, we are playing as the Gaia Colossus. And ladies and gentlemen, for once I am actually going to show you the HD version of the fight before I show you the Wii version of the fight. Why? Because the Wii version is a lot more fun, a lot better, and I hate the HD version with a passion. The HD version's probably my least favorite final boss in the whole entire series. I would rather fight Black Doom, I would rather fight Metal Sonic, I'd rather fight Bio Lizard and Perfect Chaos, and even the dreaded Sonic Generations final boss that people like to moan about all the time. Yeah, it was kind of confusing, yeah, the voiceovers were kind of obnoxious, although I didn't notice. But you know what? I'd rather have 5 minutes of average over 20 minutes of drawn-out, tedious trial and error bullshit that just goes on and on and on and on. I hate the Dark Gaia fight. I seriously hate it. It's one of those fights I just cannot will myself to go back and replay it, you know?
Roger that, buddy. Time for the big finale. Sonic, hit Dark Gaia's weak spot, quick, while I hold him back.
Bullshit! Bullshit! What the hell was that crap? I'm hitting the ramp that's taking me to the next destination, and they got all these fireballs of these purple fireballs just coming out of nowhere and hitting you when you're trying to make jumps. How am I supposed to effectively dodge that? I'm on a rail that is only going in one direction. If I go left, I'm gonna hit the tentacle. Well, go figure, if I jump and a fireball hits me, I consider that bad fucking design. Oh, I hate this part. And if you notice in the top left, there's a countdown going down. Meaning, you have to be fast in all of these Sonic segments, because if I don't reach the goal in under 8 seconds, Dark Gaia will fire a giant laser and kill you and waste your life. And by the way, if you come into this level with 3 lives, oh, go back. Grind for lives, because this level does not give you lives like Eggman Land does, and you will be dying over and over and over and over again. And since this fight goes up to like, oh, let's say 20 minutes, 12 minutes, you know, somewhere around there, you do not want to get that long and that far into the fight and then lose all your lives because of the trial and error bullshit. Ugh. So what we just did, we have to do it 2 more times because the fight just can't be short and quick, can it? As the Gaia Colossus, you have a boost button, you can guard, and you can attack. There is a laser that Dark Gaia fires that you'll never be able to dodge. Like, believe me, I've tried. You pretty much have to ready your character by guarding, and then just sort of move to the left and right as it fires and get out of the way. Here it is. It's winding up now. So, I get ready to guard. Now I take the brunt of it, and now I get out of it because the Gaia Colossus just isn't mobile enough. He's not really fast. He can't just move sideways at a very easy pace, you know? As for the fireballs, in the beginning stages of the fights, they do have openings that you can sort of move into in order to dodge attacks, but most of the time, especially in the third phase, when he just throws them a lot faster, you're going to have to start punching those fireballs in order to get through. A lot of people think that the punches are just one little button press. but there is actually a holding mechanic to it, and I think if you know that, it'll be a little bit easier to manage those fireballs. But it doesn't take long for the Gaia Colossus to be killed. It only takes like maybe 4 or 5 fireballs, and then your character's dead. So you definitely got to guard and dodge these things effectively, you know? As for the Sonic segments, of course, hitting a purple tentacle, hitting those fireballs, everything knocks Sonic down, and then you gotta wait for him to get back up. And with the time limit, you can't really waste time. You can't keep taking hits, and you really need to boost sometimes, especially on long stretches of road. But of course, if you boost haphazardly into tentacles and stuff, well, then you keep falling down and stuff. And all I can really recommend is don't boost unless you see a long trail ahead of you. But you gotta be fast, you gotta be paying attention, because you can't waste time, otherwise laser kills you and you lose a life, and that's never good. In this third phase, this is where everyone gets really frustrated with the Dark Gaia fight, because now he's angrier and he moves a lot faster, and he's always throwing those fireballs in rapid succession, you know? Like he's throwing them like every 3 seconds, you know? And so when I see fireballs in a row, I gotta get ready my punch. And if I screw up the timing on it, then I take a hit. I'll try again. Oh, I screwed up the timing on it. I'll try again. Bullshit! I did not screw up the timing on that one. Ugh. 3 hits and I'm already halfway dead, you know? But with the attack button, you can hold the button down, and that makes him hold the fist back. And when you let go of the button, then he sends it forward. A lot of people assume it's just one button press, but you can actually hold the button to wind it up, and then let go when it's most convenient, you know? But they come fast, and when you get closer to the Dark Gaia, well, then they come faster, you know? So it's just a long, dragged-out fight. And again, it's the trial and error that drives people crazy about it, you know? It's the fact that when you die, you have to redo all of this all over again, this long stretch of boosting to Dark Gaia. Even when you get to the quick time event portion, where Dark Gaia is just getting punched out, if you screw up those quick time events, I think in the third phase you only have to screw it up once, and then he'll kick you all the way back, so that you have to boost over to him and dodge those fireballs all over again. So you're not even allowed to miss any of these quick time events. I mean, Jesus, say what you will about the Sonic Generations fight, it would be over by now. And we're not even halfway! We're not even halfway! There's more to this fight after this! Like, Dark Gaia's not even in full-on badass mode yet. I mean, Jesus Christ. Why would I want to replay all this again? It's been 8 minutes! And I'm still fighting this damn thing! Ugh. Again, Sonic sections, time limit. And it's a very tight tip. What the hell hit me? Those fucking purple fireballs, that's what hit me. Ugh. The time limit is so tight here that people constantly die here, you know? Like, I have 10 seconds to reach the goal, and if I don't make it in 10 seconds, well then he kills you and you lose a life. But that's so easy to screw up with the winding pathways and the fireballs hitting you and the tentacles you can run into. It's so easy to just lose lives here. It's so badly designed, and God, this is the worst final boss fight in the whole series. I hate Dark Gaia. In the HD version, anyway. The Wii version is a different story. It's still not the bestest fight ever, but it's so much more enjoyable. You know why? Because when you're the Gaia Colossus in the Wii version, you're playing Punch-Out, baby! What's your favorite flower, Sonic? Mine's chocolate! And that actually works, because Chip loves chocolate. But, anyone remember when I did an LP of Punch-Out for the Wii? I'm glad Little Mac's gonna be in Smash Bros. 4, along with Mega Man and Sonic. I'm excited for Smash 4. But anyway, this fight's pretty simple. When he swings at you, you basically just move out of the way by going left or right, and after you dodge it, you want to hit him with the punch button. Occasionally he'll try to grab you, and that's when you time pushing downwards in order to dodge that, because, you know, I've played Punch-Out. I've beaten Bear Hugger. Thank you very much. And you also have this move where you can use both of your fists to attack. You can push L and R at the same time to do double damage. But I find single punches end the fight pretty quickly anyway. Just keep dodging his arms, and every time you dodge an arm, just punch, and you will take this guy out pretty quickly. And then you'll be immediately going to the Sonic sections like nothing. That is so much better than boosting and dodging fire rocks and, you know, blocking a giant fuck you laser, you know? The purple fireballs are still annoying as all hell in the Wii version, but you know what's great about the daytime, or what's great about the Sonic sections in this boss fight? No time limit! I don't have a time limit in the Wii version, so I don't have to worry about going super fast or constantly running into things. I can just concentrate on the platforming and kill the eyeball at my leisure. That is much more enjoyable. I didn't have a ramp section where a fireball knocks me out of the sky and just fucks me over like it's absolute bullshit, you know? And you may notice I just jumped into the second Sonic section because there's only one punch-out moment. That's it. Once the punch-out moment's over, you're Sonic until the rest of the fight, you know? So yeah, the Wii version is so much superior. I will say that the Wii version's still a little bit clunky when it comes to the Sonic sections because, again, Sonic is still stiff in the Wii version. You've seen me hug roads all the time when playing the actual levels. The fireballs that hit you, they're just sort of floating in the air, just waiting for you to come up to them. And as soon as you come up to them, they pretty much beeline for you. And it doesn't matter how fast you are, they're always going to hit you, and so you sort of have to maneuver them and go to the sides right next to the wall just to be able to dodge them and stuff. And it's still pretty clunky and not really all that fun, but hey, at least it doesn't have a time limit. At least I don't have to go through 3 more sections of boosting through a stupid magma rock area. I hate the HD version. I'm sorry, but I just absolutely hate the HD version. That when I played the Wii version, I was pleasantly surprised by how much shorter it was and how much easier going it was. But, you know, it's still not like the greatest thing ever. I'd still rather fight BioLizard or Metal Sonic from Sonic Heroes or something. But, boom! That was the Wii version. That's all there is to it. God, the HD version sucks. But guess what, folks? We're only halfway.
What's happening? It was broad daylight a minute ago.
Dark Gaia has regained its true power. The beast is complete. It's just as the Gaia manuscripts foretold, and the world shall be plunged into the dark of night, the dark of destruction. Oh, that it should come to this. We're doomed. The planet is lost.
That won't happen! There's no way Sonic will let it end like this!
Let's do it!
Alrighty, folks, in part 37, we're going to end this as Supersonic. The final part coming up next.